Greetings duelists and welcome to another video. So um today I'm going to showcase you something that I found very interesting. I was theorying a lot with another test partner. He's been playing Tearlaments as of late, and he's been experimenting with a lot of builds, and something came into mind that I kind of thought about. Well, he thought about it, but from another glance or perspective. I thought about it on a macro level. Well, it's something that I haven't heard anybody like been doing with Tearlaments, and it was kind of surprising to me because I felt like this was an engine that was very popular back when Darkwing Blast debuted. Um, but then it kind of fell off. And the engine that I'm talking about right now is the High Spirits engine with Blazing Cartesia the Virtuous. Back then, it was a lot more potent because Kit Kalos was in the game, and you used to have like a combo that ended on making like Baron the floor as well as Rule Kalos, and you had like an extra draw because of Garura, and you had like other stuff. Now that's not possible anymore because Tournament Kit Kalos is in the forbidden list. But I wanted to showcase a different approach, and I haven't seen like people tackling this, and I feel like if you're playing Tearlaments, or if you're playing like any lighter dark fusion based strategy like Branded or Shadows, you should highly consider like High Spirits engine like with Blazing Cartesia. Obviously, I don't have to talk about Branded. Like that card is a staple in that deck. But without further ado, let's begin. This is not a definitive deck list by any means. This is just an experiment that I've been trying out. But I'm just gonna show you like one combo that it kind of came into mind. So what we're gonna do is we're going to activate Primeval Planet. The only reason we're using showcasing the planet is because it adds us an element name. So we'll just grab this Merly for example. It could be just any of the three main fusion names. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna normal summon Blazing Cartesia. Blazing Cartesia is going to activate the fusion summon, and we're going to send it alongside the Merly, and we're going to make Granguignol. So now what we're going to do is we're going to activate Tearlaments Merly as Chaining 1, and the Granguignol is going to be Chaining 2. If you already know, the Granguignol can send any light or dark level 6 or higher monster from both your main deck or your extra deck. The monster we're going to send is Muddy Mud Dragon. The only thing you need to know about Muddy Mud Dragon is this text right here. This card is substituted for any fusion material monster that has a specific name. So now we're going to resolve Merly. So we're going to put Merly on the bottom of the deck, and we're also going to send the Muddy Mud Dragon. And that is going to make us roll Kalos, because Muddy Mud Dragon is treated as Tearlaments Kalos. Therefore, you have one way to summon Roll Kalos with using Blazing Cartesia. So what's important here? For starters, you don't have to play King of the Swamp in your main deck. I know a lot of people struggle like with the existence of that card just because it could be a potential brick. You're forcing yourself to play Polymerization, which not a lot of people like doing. It is pretty cool that it's an aqua monster, so you can make Kaleido Heart. Yeah, I just felt like Blazing Cartesia is pretty cool because the Granguignol can do a lot of other stuff besides just sending Muddy Mud Dragon. I'll give you one example. Like one example that we can do right here is we can send Malicious, and Destiny Hero Malicious has already been like very popular in tournaments already. This card is a potential level 6 monster that you can use to make Beatrice. And Beatrice is like super important because it can it can fix whatever you want to send. Specifically, you can send like an Ishizu monster and mill 5 cards. You can mill 10 cards if you do it on both players' turn. You can mill a specific tier monster if you want to fuse on your opponent's turn as well. Um, Another card that you can send with Granguignol that at least I'm experimenting with right now is Bestial Sarnier. And Bestial Sarnier can be used to like dump Lobelion. Um, that's something really cool that you can do as well. Um, there are other really cool tricks. Like I'm not gonna talk about this one too much because this is still an experiment that I'm doing. But this is another card that you can send. Um, but I will showcase one card that I kind of wanted to talk about. And the card is this one, Chaos Betrayer. So what does this card do? Basically, you can banish a light and a dark monster, and special summon this card from the graveyard. And it's very important because this is level 6, so you can also make Beatrice with this card. Um, but yeah, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of other cool stuff that you can do. One thing that I'm not running in this deck is like a Shadow engine. Shadow cards have been played in Tearlaments decks in the past just so you can make Winda. And something really cool is that with Granguignol you can send El Shadow Apkalon, and Apkalon can send a Shadow monster that you can do like 2/2 to your deck. You can send like Shadow Beast, you can send Shadow Dragon to out like Floodgates, for example. Um, like I just feel like it's only a matter of time till people like figure out that the High Spirits engine is very versatile, and it's probably going to be like a staple in like other fusion decks, not in just branded. Um, but yeah, if you are a Tearlaments player, you should really consider like this small engine right here. Like another really cool thing about Blazing Cartesia is that she is a tuner. So like for example, you can use her and Malicious to like make Chaos Angel. And since she's a light attribute, you'll get like the bonus effect from both attributes with Chaos Angel. Another card you can summon is like the Bestial Dissipator if you're playing like the Bestial monsters as well. Like if you decide like taking the Assault Synchron route, which I've seen other people doing, um, that's also another really good idea. Um, but yeah, uh, I just wanted to talk about that small engine for a bit. Um, I know this card like kind of fell off when the Ichizu cards came out, just because that was like a way better engine. But now that engine is like very neutered, is like still played as a staple in like tournament decks, but it's not like the definitive like make it or break it moment for them. Um, but yeah, I hope you found this informative. I hope this helps you like with your future deck building or deck like theory. Um, if you guys are interested in this deck, like I can do a small like deck profile on it. I'm still testing around with it a lot. That's why I haven't showcased anything yet. But I kind of want to talk about the Cartesia at least because I feel like this might become a staple in tournament decks depending on how you make your build and if you find enough space in your extra deck. I feel like this engine is just as good as like the Distant Hero package that is being seen play right now. Like the I think like as time goes on, this card is just going to be abused a little bit more and more. Um, but yeah, that's about it. Hope you found this informative. Keep practicing and keep doing.